July 10th, Courage to Change. I just did a video and it was almost 10 minutes long. I read this and did a video and I deleted it. And I never do that, but I was so unclear about what happened in that video. It's like I was working something out in my own head. None of it made sense. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to try it again and see if I can just read this and talk about it. Obviously, I have some psychoanalysis I need to do and work out. And you probably aren't the ones that want to hear me do it. But let me read this to you. July 10th. As a result of our exposure to alcoholism, many of us lose perspective on who we are and what we can and cannot do. We accept ideas about our own limitations that have no basis in reality. Al-Anon helps us to sort out the truth from the falsehoods by encouraging us to take a fresh, objective look at ourselves. I had always been told that I had a weak constitution and had to avoid excitement and overexertion. Believing this, I avoided exercise, sports, certain jobs, and even dancing, sure that my poor, weak body couldn't handle the strain. My most frequent response to any invitation was, "I can't." In Al-Anon, I realized I had a distorted self-image. I had never thought to question my beliefs, but when I took a good look, I discovered they were untrue. I am as fit as anyone I know. I began to wonder how many other false assumptions were limiting me. A whole new way of life opened up because I had the support and encouragement to take a fresh look at myself. Today's reminder, I won't let go of limiting. I won't let go. Wow. Let me try that again. I won't let old limiting ideas and doubts go unchallenged. I may discover strengths and talents that I never had the chance to come to light. Today, by letting go of the obsolete ideas, I have an opportunity to learn something wonderful about myself. So I'm not sure why I had such a hard time with this earlier. There's a few things. It says, as a result of our exposure to alcoholism, many of us lose perspective on who we are and what we can and cannot do. I don't think you have to have alcoholism in your life to do that. I think that's a very common thing nowadays, to not have a true outlook on yourself. This is something I've worked on, because one of the things I've realized as a person suffering from codependency and alcoholism and addiction is that I don't see things right. I have a distorted view, and that makes it hard for me to handle relationships in my life. Because I have a distorted view, I overhelp and try to save people. I have a distorted view of what I can do and what I'm possible of doing. I've been told things since I was young, good things and bad things, that have formed my personality. Those are called paradigms. And I am trying to get rid of some of the paradigms that I live my life by, because they're holding me back. Some of the things I was told as a child, right? I have this crazy thinking about who I am as a person. Now, what I like about Al-Anon and the 12 steps is that I have been able to take an honest look at myself, the good and the bad, and see what I have to offer. And I really like this. I think I have a distorted self-image, and I have to question my beliefs and wonder if they're mine or my parents'. You know, I'm adopted, as most of you know, and I was adopted at birth, and I have always felt like the odd person out in my family. I've never felt like the rest of them. And I've been kind of a black sheep because I didn't fit in, and I took that and ran with it, and I always have. And I have really needed to have this program to straighten me out on who I really am. What am I really about? The good and the bad. The good, bad, and the ugly, right? And there's still some things that I hold on to that just aren't true. And I ask God for help with that every day. I think it's really important to do this work for yourself so that you can grow and change spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and your relationships can flourish. Otherwise, I think you're selling yourself short. So do the work, let God help you with this, and keep moving forward. I'd love to hear what you think about this reading. Thanks.